What's going on? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one. Hope everybody's having a great day. Happy Friday to everybody. I know it's been a while. It's been almost an entire week since I've streamed. I was going to stream yesterday and some stuff came up and I couldn't make it. So here we are. We're going to do an early one today. Different time as usual. Yeah, let's get to it. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be taking the Piper Seminole, the PA-44, November 501 Romeo Foxtrot. We're going to be starting off at Bakersfield, California down here. And we're going to fly VFR and work our way up to Tango Victor Lima, which is Lake Tahoe in Nevada, right there in the Nevada-California border. I do plan to make one stop here midway somewhere, I think. What's the name of the field? We're going to make one full stop here at Madera, just for the heck of it, so we're not flying for an entire 2 hours straight. We'll do one landing there at Madera halfway through, and then we'll continue up to Lake Tahoe. Mr. Downwind Sam, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Got you on in the background while I work. Awesome. Don't work too hard. Vincent Van Pegem, what's going on, man? Good to see you. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to depart out of Bakersfield down here. Bakersfield's a Class Gulf, located right next to Meadows Field, which is a Class Delta. We're going to need to stay out of this Delta, so we're going to depart and head out, maybe heading 035 or so, until we get out a little further east here. And then we're going to practice with some VORs today. We're going to first fly to Tule on 109.2, so we'll be tracking the 150 radial inbound to Tule. After crossing Tule, we'll work our way up to Visalia, which will be on 109.4. Visalia. And that's going to be to Madera. We're not going to really have a VOR there. The next one in sight is probably up here at El Nido. We'll see if we can pick that up. And let's see. Yeah, it's about 20 miles. So we're about 20 miles out of El Nido will be where Madera is. We also have a road here that we can follow as well, so we'll be looking out for that. We do have some Class Charlie airspace to avoid here at Fresno, Yosemite. This Class Charlie extends up to 4,400. We're going to be cruising at 6,500 for this first leg. So we're going to be going over it. And then once we're on the other side, we'll start descending into Madera. Kristen Dormy, yes, I remember you. I remember saying your name wrong the first time. Kristen Dormy, how are you? Good to see you. All right, so once we cross that Charlie here, we'll be here at Madera. We'll make a full stop and taxi back. Then we'll depart out. We'll continue to follow the road. By this time, we'll have the El Nido, so we'll fly direct to El Nido. After El Nido, we'll just continue following the road until we pick up our next VOR, which is going to be Linden on 114.8. Let's see, how far are we out from there? Yeah, maybe 70 or 80 miles. So we're not going to pick it up as soon as we depart out of Madera. I doubt it. If we do, we can go straight to Linden. But if not, we'll just follow the road until we pick up the signal, and then we'll go direct. After Linden, we're going to go up to Hangtown VOR. That's going to be our last one. Then we're just going to follow the road, the little highway here in the mountains up into Lake Tahoe. And maybe we'll do a loop around the lake or something before we land there at Lake Tahoe. It should take about 2.5 hours with that full stop at Madera. So without further ado, let's get started. I think LA Center is on at the moment. I'm not going to pick up flight following or anything. We're just going to be on our own for this entire flight. I don't really feel like talking to anybody, and we'll probably leave his airspace in a few short miles. I think his airspace extends to like somewhere right in this area, so no point in calling him up. We'll just go on our own. And that's going to be the plan for today. Let's do this. You can just call me Vince, no problem, Vince. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. All right, pre-flight has already been done. Airplane's been topped off with fuel, so we can jump straight to the pre-start here. Seat backs, seat belts, harnesses secured, brakes set. We've got our parking brake on. Circuit breakers, we'll check those, make sure those are all in. Landing gear handle is down. Avionics is off. Cowl flaps, this airplane doesn't, oh yeah, they do have them. They are open. Fuel selectors, those are coming on. Carb heat's off, battery switch on, landing gear 3 green, alternators on. So we'll get these 3 switches on here. We've got 3 green on the gear and starting engine. Let's go ahead and get our lights on first. So we'll get our beacon and nav light on. Mag switches, we'll get all of these on. Alright, mixture, full rich, propeller, full forward, throttle, we're going to crack open a 1/2 inch, and we're going to prime. Fuel pumps on. And propeller area clear. Clear prop. Actually, I'm going to need that out of my way. So we'll start with the left side. There she goes, fires right up. Throttle coming down to about 1,000. Between 1,000 and 1,200. Oil pressure in the green. Yeah, we'll jump over to the right side. Fires right up. Throttle 1,000, oil pressure is in the green. Oil pressure ammeter check, we'll most likely do this during our run-up as well. Let's get our avionics on. Ammeter, we're looking at these 2 down here. We'll cycle our alts. Just make sure that we are charging. Suction, this airplane doesn't have vacuum. These are electrically driven gauges here. Fuel pumps are coming off. And we've already started the right engine. Taxi checklist, parking brakes off. Brakes, we'll test those on our way out. Cross feed check and flight instruments check. Let's go ahead and grab the weather. By the way, weather's looking VFR all the way up. Real nice weather here in California. Let's lean the mix out 2 for taxi. We're squawking 1200, standby. Alright, Lima 45, Bakersfield Municipal does not have a weather, no ASOS, no AWOS here. We can pick up the weather right next door at Meadowsfield, and I'll just go ahead and read you the METAR over there. So the weather is going to be pretty much the same. Winds 330 at 8, visibility 10 statute miles, sky clear, temp 34, dew point 08, altimeter 2986. Field elevation here at Bakersfield Municipal is 378, so that matches. That looks good. What time is departure? We're going to be taking off in about 5 minutes or so, Kristen. We're getting ready to taxi out. We'll do a run-up at the end of the runway, and then we're out of here. Let's tune the radios. Let's plug in that first VOR. We're going to Tule first. It's going to be on 109.2. 109.2, and the one after that is going to be Visalia, which is going to be on 109.4. So we'll get that down here on standby. 109.4 is set. Let's jump back up top. We're going to go to advisory frequency here on VATSIM 122.8, since this is an uncontrolled airfield. We'll just announce our position and intentions on there. 122.8 is in there. Just for redundancy as well, let's do direct 2. Let's put in Madera, which will be our first stop. That's going to be Kilo Mike Alpha Echo. Kilo Mike Alpha Echo. There it is, Madera Municipal. Enter and activate. We've got the line painted there. We're going to leave our CDI on nav mode. Since we'll be using VORs, we're not going to be following the purple line on the GPS. Alright, winds are from the north, so we're going to be departing runway 34, so it's going to be a left turn out of here. Let's see. Alright, I think the runway's over to our left, so it's going to be left turn here and then right turn on the taxiway down to the end of 3-4. Alright guys, let's go. Releasing the parking brake. Lights. So we'll keep that off until we're holding short. We'll keep all that the same, all that looks good. Let's bring our flaps up. Trim to neutral. Alright, let's test our brakes. We're clear all around. Alright, brakes are good. We're clear right, we're clear left. We're clear left and we're clear right. We're going to be making a right turn here on the taxiway. Oh, why is that so sensitive? It's like my right rudder is a lot more sensitive than my left. It's weird. We'll roll with it. Yeah, that is weird. Alright. I'll deal with that later. How do you draw a plan on SkyVector? On SkyVector, says Chris, and I'll show you. I'll give you a little demo here once we're on the straight. It's real easy. We're clear right. We're clear left. Now, choosing the actual route you fly can be tricky. It depends on the airspace, the weather, and there's a bunch of things to consider when planning. But as far as how to use SkyVector and put in waypoints, it's pretty easy. Alright, our turn instruments are all spinning, both left and right. Everything looks good there. I'm not sure if this is an actual run-up area on our right, but I'm going to use it as a run-up area. So we're going to turn the airplane into the wind. Set my parking brake. Let's jump over to SkyVector real quick. So you just go to SkyVector. You have your different maps up here, so you can do World VFR for flying IFR. You can do World High. These are IFR charts here. There's World VFR, and then if you zoom in certain areas, you also get like Los Angeles. You get different TAC charts and flyway charts if they're available. So what you can do is click Flight Plan up here. Click that once, you can put in your departure. So we're departing out of L45, I think it was. Yeah, Bakersfield Municipal. We're going to, our first stop is going to be Kilo Mike Alpha Echo. Hit enter, it's going to draw a straight line from our departure to our destination, and from there you can just drag this little magenta line to different waypoints that you want. So I knew that I was going to be flying right through this Class Delta airspace if I went direct, so to avoid that we're just going to drag this over to some random point over here. Usually you can pick something like a tower or maybe a mountain or something to look out for, maybe a road or something, and just plot that way. Same thing here, we're going to Tule VOR, you just drag that over to the VOR, boom, and then you have your options. You can either plot a GPS point, you can use the intersection I-80, or Tule is what we're looking for, the VOR, so you just hit that there, plan. That's all there is to it really. You can pick airports as waypoints, you can just make up your own VFR waypoints using buildings and such if you're familiar with the area. You can use towns like Farmersville here, fly over to the town. That's all there is to it. You just do that. Once you've got your route all figured out, you can go back to flight plan here. You can put in your speed depending what you're flying. If I'm flying a Cessna 172, I might put 90 or 100 knots there. And our altitude, we're going to be cruising at 6,500. If you click Navlog, you can kind of get a basic idea of how long it's going to take. If we were in that Cessna, it'd be about an hour and 34 minutes into Mike Alpha X-Ray. And you've got a pretty much, what do you call that, navlog there. So that's all there is to it. Alright, let's do our run-up here. Run-up checklist, parking brake is set, cowls are open, fuel selectors are on, mixtures coming in full rich. Prop high RPM, throttle is going up to 1500. Alright, then we're going to cycle the prop. You're welcome, Kristen, anytime. Alright, now we're going to power up to 2000. So the drop in RPM. And we're looking for a drop in oil pressure. Both sides. And one more time, looking for oil on the windshield. Back full forward. Magnetos. You can hardly see the drop there, but it's there. That's the left side on the left engine. Good drop. Right side on the left engine. That's a good drop. And the other engine, didn't mean to do that. Oh wait. Alright, let's start over on this right side. Alright, left mag. Alright, that's a good drop. Back in. Other side. Good drop, and back in. And meter, we already did that, but we'll check again. We're looking here just to make sure we're charging. Both alternators are working. Suction we don't have. Oh wait, hold on a second. Yeah, suction we don't have. Engine gauges are on the green. Green, 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 green. Everything's in the green. Carb heat, we missed that one. We'll test our carb heat. Also looking for the drop in RPM, both sides. Which I hardly ever see the drop in this airplane with the carb heat. Yeah, I think I did see a little bit of drop that time. Alright, that's working. Annunciator panel, we'll test that up here. Just make sure all the lights work. And we can throttle back to 1,000. And we'll lean the mix back out. We'll bring that back in once we line up. Flight instruments. So 0, we're level. Altimeter set. Everything's centered here. Heading matches the compass, and this is indicating 0. Flight instruments have been checked. Flight controls, 3 incorrect, so we'll test those. So aileron left, aileron right, elevator up, elevator down, rudder left, rudder right. Flight instruments are all 3 incorrect. I already tested my flaps during our pre-flight, but we can go ahead and test them again, make sure they're down both sides, and bring them back up for takeoff. Friction lock set, radio set, doors, windows closed and locked, and parking brake off, and takeoff checklist, seatbelts fastened, fuel selectors on, trim is set, flaps are set, mixture, we'll bring that in on the runway, prop, high RPM, fuel pumps are coming on. And our takeoff brief. Alright, we're going to take off. If we lose... See, if we lose an engine below like 90 knots, we'll go ahead and try to stop it. If we're above 90, which I think is the blue line in this airplane, and we lose an engine, and we're just going to continue, and we'll circle back. Actually, since we're heading north, we'll probably land there at Meadows Field, since it's a straight shot from here. That's it. We're going to climb to about 500 feet AGL, which will be about 900 MSL, and then we're going to make a right turn out, heading 035-ish to intercept the Thule VOR. Let's see, what radial was it? I think it was the 150 radial, so let's get that set up here. There we go. That's it. After 500, right turn out 035. We'll pick up the 150 radial into Thule, and we'll just follow that inbound, and then continue with the rest of our flight. Let's go. Parking brake released. Let's whip her back around. We're clear out right. Get our landing light on and our recog. Alright, all that's left is the mixture and our transponder. We're squawking mode C. Bakersfield Municipal Traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot is going to be entering runway 34 for departure to the northeast, Bakersfield Muni. Alright, we're clear out right, high and low. And we're clear left down the runway. We'll be rotating about 75-80 knots. I see 3-4 there, 340 and 340. Mixture full rich and full power. Heels to the floor. Winds are straight ahead, so no crosswind correction needed. Takeoff power set. Engines are in the green. Airspeed's alive. We'll be starting our rotation at 75 knots. There's 70, 75, rotate. Positive rate, we'll tap on the brakes, and gears coming up. I think best climb in this airplane is around 105, so that's what we'll use. Alright, it's 500 feet, we're clear out right. We're going to right turn 035. And we're already picking up the Thule VOR. You can see the needles come alive down there in our CDI. We're going to climb straight up to 6,500. Alright, let's reduce power for climb. We're going to go 25 inches manifold and 2,500 on the RPM. And fuel pumps can come off. So we'll just fly this heading until this needle starts to come in, and then we'll make our left turn to about heading 330 or so to intercept. Yo, Riley, what's going on, Riley? I'm done with school for the summer. That's awesome. Good news, man. Bakersfield municipal traffic. Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot is 3 miles northeast of the field. 2,500 departing the area out to the northeast. Last call, Bakersfield. Alright, that needle's starting to come in. This down here. So what we're going to want to do is line that needle up in the middle here. So once it's a dot or so away, we'll start our left turn. This is Bakersfield's Meadows Field. That's the class Delta that we're staying outside of. Alright, after takeoff, gear up, flaps up, cruise climb is 105. Throttle 25 inches, prop 2,500. Fuel pumps are off. Mixture, we'll start leaning out in a little bit here. Engine temps, monitor. Everything's in the green. And cow flaps as required. We'll keep those open for now. Alright, start that left turn. We're clear out left. We do have DME down here, distance measuring equipment. We're 30.7 out of the Thule VOR. Our ground speed right now is 113. ET about 16 minutes. Alright, as we climb, we're going to have to keep adding power to keep the manifold at 25 inches there. Alright, we're going to play around with the autopilot a little bit here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go VS mode. We're climbing at about 600 feet per minute, so I'm going to put +6 down here. And we're going to turn on nav mode, which is going to fly the localizer, the VOR4. So we're in VLOC mode. You can do nav mode. So we're going to do nav mode and VS mode and engage the autopilot. We're going to hit the master switch down here. Now the airplane's going to fly this VOR, and it's going to continue climbing at a rate of 600 feet per minute. Until we get to 6,500, we're crossing through 6,000 now, 500 feet to go. Alright, 100 feet to go. We're going to be leveling off 6,500. As soon as we're there, I'm just going to engage altitude mode, which should just hold the altitude wherever we're at. So I'm going to push that, and we should hold 6,500. Dean Eubanks, good afternoon, man. How's it going, Dean? Happy Friday, brother. Alright, we're at 23 inches manifold pressure at full power. We're going to keep it right there for cruise, and we're going to pull our prop lever back till we get to about 2,300 RPM on our tachometer. Also going to close the cowls. And we'll start leaning. The mixture, I'm going to use my exhaust gas temperature gauge down here. So I'm going to lean till I see a peak, and then bring it back in about 50 degrees rich of peak. So you're going to see these needles start to come up down here. They're going to probably peak around halfway. Alright, that's peak right there, so I'm going to bring the mixture back in a little bit, about two lines rich of peak there. Right about there looks good. Quick glance at our engine instruments, fuel's looking good, everything's in the green, fuel pressure, cylinder head temp, oil press, everything's in the green. Dean says, going great, went to the lake yesterday, thinking about going again today. Nice, man. What's the temperature up there? What's the temperature like up there right now? It's definitely a nice pool day down here as well. Outdoor day. A little bit of rain in the area, some showers, but not too bad. So here's our little blue airplane on Garmin Pilot. This is what we did. We departed out of Bakersfield Municipal. We made that right turn out this way, staying outside of the Class Delta there at Meadows. And now we're on the 150 radial inbound to Thule. And we are 18 miles out. about 7 minutes. Once we cross over Thule, we'll tune into Visalia 109.4, which we've got on standby here. '84 up there. Wow, nice. Definitely a nice lake day, Dean.
Looking for real. Check out.
Alright, we're 11 miles out, about 5 minutes. Alright, cruise checklist, power set, trim set, mixture is set, engine temps, monitor, and cowl flaps are closed. We have nothing to worry about as far as special use airspace, no restricteds, no prohibiteds, no MOAs. I mean, the only airspace we've got to avoid really is the Class Charlie there at Fresno. And there's a couple of Class Deltas that will be flying over on the way. No issues there. The Class Charlie I'm talking about that will be overflying. And once we get over this way, there's a couple Class Deltas. There's Castle right here, which goes up to 2,000 AGL. We'll be well above that. Modesto. I think that's pretty much it. So Seems like the weather station there at Lake Tahoe's broken, so no weather. We do have a station nearby here at Minden, Tahoe. Take a look at the weather there real quick. Winds are 340 at 6, ceilings unlimited, visibility 10 statute miles. Weather's looking real good. Alright, so before we cross over Thule, let's go to heading mode. So the autopilot, since the autopilot's on nav mode, and we don't want it to swing us back around once we cross over. So I'm going to bug in our heading with the green bug, and then we're going to go heading mode. And then what we're going to do, as soon as we hit 0 miles here on our DME, we're just going to flip-flop our VOR frequencies and switch over to Visalia VOR. Will be our next waypoint. Three more miles. Alright, 1 mile to go. We'll start switching over. 109.4, we can ID it right here. VIS is the identifier for the Visalia VOR. You can also listen to the Morse code, which works half the time in FS 2020. A lot of times it's very faint, you just can't hear it. But we can ID it right here on the Garmin, no problem. And we're going to fly that direct. So we'll turn our course till these line up, these needles, and we'll go back to nav mode. We're clear out left. Working our way to Visalia VOR. Once we get close to Visalia, we should pick up the road here. I don't know what the name of that highway is, but we can use that as a visual reference as we continue up northwest. If we just follow the road, that'll take us all the way into Madera. Kristen says, can you fly an X-Plane 11? You know what? I've never tried X-Plane 11. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, Kristen, since I do have performance issues sometimes with FS 2020. I mean, if we do any flight over 2 hours long, we'll see how this goes. Usually in the small GA aircraft, it's not as big of a deal, but flying the Airbuses and the CJ4s and stuff like that, after about an hour and a half, 2 hours of flying, my performance always tanks in FS 2020. So I've been looking for an alternate. I used to fly P3D. Actually, recently, maybe a week ago, reinstalled P3D, and I just couldn't even look at it, to be honest with you. I installed it, flew it for like 5 minutes, and then uninstalled it. Just because the scenery is it's just not there compared to FS 2020. I've been seeing some of these guys on YouTube who fly X-Plane 11, and I like the way it looks. I'm sure it flies great. It's been around for a while already. So I've actually been thinking about X-Plane 11 a lot lately. I don't know if I should pick it up or not. I don't currently own it, so... Come on in the X-Plane water, it's fine, says Downwind Sim. Kirsten says, do you know Swiss 001? Yes, I am subscribed to Swiss 001. Alright, so we're 25 miles out of Visalia. Ground speed 143 knots, ETE 10 minutes. Let's start plugging in our next VOR, which is going to be, looks like El Nido. El Nido is going to be on 114.2. On standby. No, I said I am subscribed, Kristen. I didn't unsubscribe. Still currently subscribed to Swiss 001. Vincent says that road is probably State Road 99. Thanks, Vince. Let's see if I can find it anywhere here on the sectional. I've probably skipped over it a bunch of times already. I'm just blind. Let's see, I think Garmin Pilot actually has a street map overlay. Yep, I think you're right on that, Vince. It is the 99. So we're coming up on it here, this orange line going north-northwest bound.
I know you probably haven't traveled in a while, but don't worry. Expedia Travel Week is coming, and you can save 20% more on thousands of hotels between June 8th and 12th. Expedia, it matters who you travel with.
Garmin Pilot keeps crashing on me. I've never used that OpenStreetMap before. Wonder if that's the issue. Let's go back to the VFR sectional. There's the road there in front of us. State Road 99. want to come wave to everybody real quick? That's my daughter, Sophia. She just graduated kindergarten. We've got a drive-by graduation ceremony today at 6. So hopefully we arrive to Tahoe in time. I'm gonna rush out of here. She's excited about her teeth about to fall out. She's got a couple loose ones up front. She hasn't lost any teeth yet. All right, how we doing? We're 15 miles out. I think what we're going to do is just follow the road all the way up from here. Hey, Downwind Sim. Thanks, Downwind Sim. I'll let her know when she comes back in here that you said congratulations. You as well, Dean Banks. Thanks, Dean. Downwind Sim says, I miss those days. My daughter just graduated from high school. Oh, man. The time is flying. I'll tell you that much, Downwind Sim. I feel like she was just born yesterday. I don't even want to think about high school right now. Downwinson says, take a lot of pictures, you'll forget these days. I probably don't take as much as I should, but her mom is always snapping pictures, so she's got that covered. Let's glance down here, take a look at our fuel. We're doing well on fuel. Everything is in the green. All right, let's go. Let's go to heading mode and let's just follow the road. She'll take us all the way into Madera. Thanks, Downwind Sim. I do, man. I love that little girl to death. You have no idea. You do have an idea. It's your dad as well. She's my best friend in the whole world, man. She's my only reason for being, to be honest. Alright, so we're going to be coming up on Fresno's Class Charlie pretty soon. Still got a bit to go. We're going to stay at 6,500, make sure we stay on top of that. Here's the weather for Madera. Winds are light and variable, ceilings unlimited, 10 statute mile visibility. Altimeter 2987. Let's get the altimeter for Fresno. 2986, which I think we already have set. Yeah, so we'll keep 2986 until we're clear of that Charlie. Alright, up here the road begins to turn left and heads out this way, so I'm going to go maybe 10, 15 degrees left. Just continue following the road up. The winds are light and variable there at Madera. We'll probably just make the straight in for runway 30, I'm thinking. Save us a little bit of time. I think we're just going to do a touch and go too. We've got 5,500 feet of runway. Instead of doing the full stop and taxi back, we'll just do a touch and go straight out. So that'll be the plan for now. Straight in for 30, touch and go, and on the go we're going straight out to the northwest. We'll continue following the road until we pick up Linden VOR. I think we're gonna skip El Nido. Instead of doing the VOR, we'll just follow the road, because the road takes us right there past El Nido. I'm loving this Seminole. I wish it was a little bit faster. But it is nice to fly. It's so weird that VNO is way up here at 170 and it only really cruises at $130. Yeah, I've got the throttle all the way up. We're at 2300 RPM. We're leaned for best power pretty much. Let's put in Linden VOR for after we depart out of Madera. We'll already have that all set up. 114.8. Hey, you can pick it up from way out here. Nice. We've already got it. Here it is, LIN identified. Straight ahead. We're about to cross into that class Charlie. There at Fresno, which ends at 4,400. We're at 65. Flight Aviation 001, what's going on, man? Kristen Dormy, oh man, I'm way behind on messages here. Lucas says, which joystick do you use? For the yokes, I'm using I'll show you right now. It's a CH Products Flight Sim yoke, old school. I've had many years with this thing. It's worked like a charm for me, so no point in switching. I have been eyeing that what's it, the Bravo yoke? Who makes that yoke again? I'm drawing a blank here. But I don't know, Old Faithful has been so good to me. I'm just gonna stick with it. Yes, I do like the size and like dimensions of this. It's similar to a lot of the Cessnas I fly in real life, so it works well. It's got my gear and flap switches that I need. I've got this is a Cytec throttle quadrant down here. You guys can see that? Yeah, you can. I've got Thrustmaster rudder pedals down below. And then for my airplanes with a side stick, like the Airbuses and the Cirruses and whatnot, I've got the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick over here, over here, which you can't see. If you go back to my other streams, my Airbus streams and stuff like that, I move my control cam over to the other side so you can see the side stick. So Thrustmaster Airbus side stick, CH Products Flight Sim yoke, Cytec throttle quadrant, and Thrustmaster pedals. Still following the road up. there's Fresno. So we're flying above their class Charlie right now. Kristen says, one more thing, how do you delete routes on SkyVector? I'll show you right now. So here's that route that we had plugged in earlier on that demonstration I gave you. If you go here to flight plan, it's this little button right up here. It looks like a blank page. So if you click that, it'll just clear out everything. And if you want to delete waypoints, you can just, I think you right click or maybe you left click on the waypoints and you can just, it'll give you an option to delete. So say we have Thule. If we click it again, left click, you got an option here to delete a waypoint. So that's how you delete waypoints, and then to clear out the entire route, you click this little thing right here. You've got a bunch of other cool things. So if you click layers up here, you can put text weather for the METARs, TFRs, temporary flight restrictions. So you can see those. Let's see if we see any TFRs. These are TFRs, like these little orange circles. The red ones are active. So we've got an active TFR up here, which is something we've got to, it's not on our route of flight. We're going to be going this way. So we're not going to go that far up north, but it is a good idea just to be aware of them. So we've got a security TFR up here that's valid for 2 days. Could be presidential. Maybe Biden is here at yeah, it's an Air Force base. It's probably presidential TFR. So you definitely want to make sure you stay outside of those, or you can get in big trouble. If you're on an IFR flight plan, you are allowed to fly through them, but you'd be with ATC the entire time, so they'd know. So you can put like your TFRs, DRODMs, which are like drone NOTAMs. You can see where the drones are flying. SIGMETs and AirMets. That gives you information about, like over here, this is a SIGMET, AirMet, an IFR SIGMET. Let's click it. So this is IFR mountain obscuration. Basically, low visibility over in this area pretty soon. It's basically significant weather that you would have to watch out for. If there's thunderstorms in the area or convective stuff, you'll see different color boxes. Up here we've got a green one, that's for moderate turbulence. So your different AirMets, and you can deselect these if you want. If it gets too cluttery for you, you can take all this stuff off. You got weather down here, so if I zoom out, where was it? So here's some weather over here on the radar, some precipitation. You can add that by clicking this first one here under radar satellite clouds. And your winds aloft data, which are all these wind barbs that you see here. Flight Aviation 001 says, I'm in an A380 in real life, LOL, I'm flying to Moscow. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Sweet. That's so cool. Dean Eubank says speed trap on next exit. Oh, be looking out for him, Dean. Flight Aviation 001, I bought business class so no one touched me during COVID. Nice. That's the way to go, man. Beds and lounge. Ooh, that's sweet. Greek Surfer, dude, what's going on, man? What that map app called? That is Garmin Pilot. Yeah, Garmin Pilot for iOS and Android. So you're looking at, that's on my iPad. If you're talking about this one, oh, it just closed out on me. Hold on a second. If you're talking about the map that I was just doing that demonstration, showing you the weather and stuff, that is skyvector.com. It's a website. Skyvector.com. So that's internet based, and then I've got, wait, why did this quit on me? Alright, I lost Garmin Pilot. Once I get that back up, I'll show it to you. But the app is called Garmin Pilot. It is paid. It's something I use for flying in the real world, so it also works with the sim. So I'm able to train on the ground before flying in the air with it, which is really helpful. We're about to clear this class Charlie. We can start descending. Let's bring in the mix a little bit and start reducing power. And I'm just going to take over from here, so we'll disconnect the AP. And flight director, and we'll start making our way down. Starting our VFR descent into Madera. Let's make sure we're following the right road. It's the road over here off our left. We're still going to continue following the 99. The airport's right off the highway, right off the west side of the highway, so over to our left. This is probably the field right here, or maybe it's this here. So we got to get down. Let's kill the music for now. Yeah, we're really close. We're only 11 miles out. Should be able to see the field from up here. There it is. I see it. That's it right there. We'll be making the straight in for runway 30. And we are outside of that Charlie. So we can descend as quick as we want now. Keep the cowls closed for now. We've got all of our lights on. Everything else can stay the same until we get a little bit closer. I'm gonna start making my call. We're on 122.8. Madera traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot is 10 miles to the east, 4,500 descending, looking to make the straight in for runway 30, Madera. Am I still live? I feel like my internet's choking right now. Hopefully we're still live. I know my daughter's in the other room playing Minecraft, and she's playing multiplayer as well, so lots of bandwidth getting used right now. Hopefully I haven't lost you guys. Alright, let's continue reducing power. We're pretty high, pretty fast. I'm gonna go, let's bring our mixture up a little bit more. I'm gonna start opening our cowl flaps, stay ahead of the airplane. So let's open up our cowls. Let's get our carb heat on as well as we continue to pull the power back. That's the gear horn. All of our lights on, we can get our fuel pumps on. Alright, this will be a touch and go on 30, and then after we depart, we're just going to continue to follow 99 up that way. Madera traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot on a 5-mile straight in, runway 30, touch and go, Madera. Alright, we're below 140, like landing gear's coming down. Alright, mixer's coming in full rich, prop is coming in full forward. We've got our fuel pumps on, carb heat on, cowl flaps open. Gear's down 3 green, all of our lights are on, we've just got flaps to go. Over to our checklist. Before landing, seatbelts fastened, fuel selectors are on, mixture full rich, fuel pumps on, landing light on, gear down, flaps to go, prop full forward, and gumps. And we'll be looking for about 80 knots here on final. Alright, let's bring in that first notch of flaps. I'll catch up with you guys once we're airborne again. Enrique Lightborn, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Alright, let's bring in that next notch. One more to go. Alright, rest of those flaps are coming in. And gumps, gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seatbelts, switches, flaps. Madera traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot, short final, runway 30, touch and go. It's going to be a straight out departure on the go, Madera. Alright, looking for 80, it's reducing power, let's bring that nose up, bleed off some of that airspeed. Greek Surfer Dude, welcome aboard, by the way, man. You said you're new here. Welcome aboard. How long have you been flying real planes in real life? Off and on for about almost 20 years. But my flight training career has been very broken and spaced out. So I recently just got my private pilot's license in February of this year. I have about 70-something hours, I think, logged in Cessna 172. Alright, starting our round out, power's coming back. Eyes to the end of the runway, and we're just going to hold her off. Hold her off. Alright, greased it. Alright, flaps up. Full power. Carb heat is off. There's 80, rotate, tap on the brakes, and gears coming up. Alright, looking for 105 on our airspeed. Hey, thanks Greek Surfer Dude. Appreciate it, man. Long time coming. Finally got it done. I hope to start my instrument rating real soon. Just putting some more money away before I start so I can finish it start to finish, unlike my private pilot's license. Alright, we're going to pull the power back to 25 inches and 2,500 RPM. For climb. Fuel pumps are coming off. Madera traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot, departure leg, runway 30, departing the area straight out to the northwest. Last call on Madera. So I've got the road in sight. Let's continue to follow that. See if I could get Garmin Pilot back. I need to restart my iPad. Let's try that. Alright, we can go just direct Linden. Once we pick it up, we've got it. LIN, ID'd. Let's go direct to Linden. I'm going to use the autopilot again. Let's go VS mode. We'll do 600 feet per minute and nav mode and turn on the master switch. Nice touch and go, says Downwind Sim. Thanks, man. Got to figure out what's going on with my rudder. I don't know if it's just this airplane or if it's all airplanes, but the rudder today, the right side is a lot more sensitive than the left side. I'm not sure why. Alright guys, next stop, Lake Tahoe, Tango Victor Lima. Probably going to be about an hour. Which I'm excited to fly into Lake Tahoe in the sim here. I haven't seen it yet in the simulator. I've been once in real life many years ago. Loved it. Lake Tahoe is beautiful. Alright, after takeoff checklist, gear up, flaps up, cruise climb 105, throttle 25, prop 25, fuel pumps are off, engine temps monitor and cowl flaps, so we'll keep them open during our climb. Let's see, let's go back up to, yeah, we'll go back up to 65 again. We'll use 6,500 till we get to Linden. Once we get to Linden, we're going to be heading back to the northeast. So we'll want to use odd altitudes, plus or minus 500. So once we cross over Linden, we'll climb up to 7,500. But we'll do 65 for now. Let's glance down here. We're looking good on fuel. All of our engine instruments are in the green. Everything looks happy and healthy. And I can't seem to get Garmin Pilot back. The app itself is working, but the streaming software is not. We just departed out of here, Madera, and now instead of going this way over the road like we had originally planned, we're going, since we already picked up Linden, which is up here, we're going direct to Linden. So what I'm going to do here is delete these waypoints. So El Nido, we're not going to be using that, and this random point here over Turlock, we're not going to be using that. It's going to look like that. So we just departed out of here and we're going up this way direct to Linden. Like I said, once we cross over Linden, we're going to go back the other direction up into Lake Tahoe. So at that point we'll climb up to 7,500 for the rest of the way. And once we get in the mountains here, we might have to actually go a little bit higher than that. We most likely will. So 7,000 on the terrain elevation here. We've got 9,900 on this side, 9,500 on this side. So we may have to climb once we get closer, I'm not sure. We'll see how it looks over Interstate 50 or Highway 50. Field elevation there at Lake Tahoe is 6,300 feet, 6,268. Yeah, we'll see how we do at 7,500. If we have to climb up a little bit once we get in here, we will. Not a big deal. I think we're going to take a little tour around the lake anyways before we land, so that's the plan. Alright, through 6,000 now for 6,500. Let's bring in some more power. I'll lean the mix out just a little bit. Oops. Hitting buttons on my yoke by mistake. Was that the gear that I dropped down? Alright, gears up, flaps are up. Oh, okay, we're blowing past our altitude. Let's level. Let's do altitude mode. Let's go back down to 6,500. So let's do vert speed, do -2. Get her back down to 65. This is good, this will get our airspeed building up quickly. Power, I'm going to keep where it's at. I'm going to pull the prop levers back to 2,300 RPM. And once we level off at 65, we'll lean the mixture. Alright, 65. Oops. And let's start leading out. Waiting for the EGT to peak. Alright, there's peak. We'll go 50 degrees rich, right about there. Just close the cowls as well. Cruise checklist, power set, trim set, mixture adjust, engine temps monitor, and cowl flaps as required. Everything is in the green. We're 52 miles out of Linden, about 22 minutes. Is that Sac River Says Grief Surfside dude? Let's see. Tell where we are. Let's plug in the El Nido VOR. El Nido 114.2. Actually, you know what? Let's do it on this radio. We're on the .326 radial outbound from Nido. 3212326. I want to say it's this one here. Is it elevated canals? Let's see if we can see Castle back there. Yeah, that's Castle back there. Yeah, so we're about right here. So the first one we passed over, it just says canal here, and then it says fish hatchery over in this direction, and then it says elevated. I guess they're both elevated canals. Yeah, we're right about right here somewhere. Greek surfer dude. Actually, we might be. Castle's way back there. Might be up over here. Let's look for Turlock Lake. Alright, that's Turlock Lake right there. Yeah, we're right in this area. So we just passed elevated canals. There's Turlock Lake. Or I think this is Turlock Lake. Okay, yeah, there we go. Turlock Lake down below, and then Modesto Reservoir up ahead. Yeah, Sac River, let's see, I've flown, I'm not sure how far the river goes, but I know I've flown up in this area before by Redding, and I think the river runs all the way down, if I remember right. Maybe I'm thinking of a different river. Yeah, Sacramento River, let's see how far down south this thing goes. Does it stop right there by the airport, or does it continue down? Alright, here's Sacramento River. Does it stop there, or does it just let out here? I think it just dumps in here and then stops. Are we going that far? Okay, that's a little bit west of us. Yeah, we're not going to be going that far out west. So I don't think we're going to see it. Alright, we're 28 miles out of Linden, about 11 minutes. After Linden VOR, we're going to go to Hangtown VOR on 115.5. 115.5 on standby. So we're like right in here by Oakdale. So we can see the field. Here's Linden. Once we cross Linden, we're going to tune to Hangtown VOR 115.5. Once we're over Hangtown, we'll just follow the road, Highway 50, out east into Lake Tahoe. Alright, that's Woodward Reservoir at our 12. Alright, there's Oakdale. Greek Surfer Dude says he lives in Roseville. Nice, man, Roseville. Let's see. Okay, so you're just northeast of Sacramento. Nice, man. Tell you what, man, we'll overfly your house on our way up. Let's see. All right, here's Linden. Let's do this. Once we cross over Linden, we'll fly the 325 radial outbound 43 DME out over Roseville. We'll overfly the town and then we'll head back west to Hangtown. Riley's back. Welcome back, Riley. Neil Flight Sim, what's going on, man? Neil says he's in Antelope, a few miles from Roseville. Maybe McClellan to San Francisco in the future. Okay, man, I'll write that down. We flew in the Bay Area pretty recently. What did we do? We flew out of... I'm not going to be able to remember now. See if I can find it. Just past this week, maybe a week ago, we flew out of... there's Travis, it's right near Travis. Yeah, we flew out of Mather. Mather? I'm not sure how they pronounce it. We flew out of Sacramento, Mather, and we flew down this way, out over here, and we did the VFR coastline transition down this way. We got a nice view of the bridge, and did the transition down into San Carlos is where we landed. That was maybe just a week ago we did that one. From Mather down into San Carlos, and we flew down the coastline this way, inside the Bravo. That was fun. It was a pretty flight. Does SkyVector control the route of the plane and MFS? MFS? No, it does not. Greek Surfside dude. Surfer dude. Greek surfer dude. How you liking the PA-44 and how much is it? I love it, man. I love the PA-44. You know what? I've owned this airplane, Riley, for I don't know how many months since it was released almost. Shortly after it was released, it went on sale at one point, and I picked it up on sale I paid, I think it was like 17 bucks. I think normal is probably like 30 or 35, which is still worth it to me. Well worth it, but on sale even better. Neil says he's in Antelope. Let me look up Antelope. Okay, I see McClellan. Okay. Oh, so you're right. Oh, you're right there near the airport? You're inside the Class Charlie. I don't think we'll be able to fly over your house today, Neil. Let's see. Okay, there's McClellan. Cool. Yeah, you're inside the Charlie. We're pretty much going to almost overfly McClellan. We'll be able to see it once we're passing there near Roseville. So we'll overfly Mather and McClellan, and then the town of Roseville, and then head out west. I'm sorry, east. Riley says, y'all neighbors while I'm vibing in Ireland. Riley says, I want to get the CRJ 550 and 700. Me too, Riley. I've actually been waiting for that to go on sale, as a matter of fact. I've been eyeing that one for a while now. Where am I based out of in real life? Asks Neil Flight Sim. I'm in Miami, Florida. My home airport is Miami Executive. Tango Mike Bravo is where I fly the little Cessna out of. I'm about, I don't know, 10, 15 miles south of MIA. Uh-oh. I think my sim might have just crashed. Nope. Locked up there for a moment. Alright, we're 6 miles out. I'm gonna go to heading mode. plug in our heading. Let's do heading mode. And then once we're a mile out of the Linden VOR, we'll start flying the, what was it, the 325 radial outbound. I would really like for FS 2020 Asobo Microsoft to fix the performance issues a lot of us are having. Before I jump the gun on before I pull the trigger on that CRJ. I'm tired of landing with like 3-5 FPS after a long flight in the Airbus. They've got to fix that. Alright, so we're 3 miles out of Linden. Here's Linden. 3 miles or somewhere in this area here. You can see the lake out there in front of us at our 2 o'clock. That's the Comanche Reservoir right there. Would I say 325? 325 radial outbound. Actually, let's do it this way. 325, right about there. So let's go right turn. View of the reservoir. And let's go back to nav mode since we're intercepting. I was a little late on that. Probably do a couple less turns here while the autopilot captures it. Whee! 325. Yeah, right there. Actually, we'd be above the class Charlie there at Sacramento. We could overfly it. We'll do it. We'll take a little Sacramento tour on the way up. We're making good time right now. Yeah, Sacramento's class Charlie only extends up to 4100, so at 65 we're good. We could fly over the entire area without busting any airspace. Greek Surfer Dude asked, what's the thing hanging from the top in the middle of the windshield? That is the magnetic compass. Okay, we've got magnetic compass here. And this outside air temperature, OAT. So basically a thermometer that reads the outside air temp, and then this is the magnetic compass, which runs independently of any electrical system or anything. It's just, it reads as a normal compass would, like a handheld one. So that just aligns with the magnetic poles here on Earth. So what you want to always do is, this is more accurate than this would be down here. Every now and then, every 15 minutes or so, you want to make sure that this matches this up here. I'm not sure about this particular one in this Seminole one, Seminole though. This one, this might be pulling information off the GPS, and you don't need to line it up every so often, but good to check anyways to make sure it's working and make sure that they read the same heading. The only reason we don't use this as our primary heading indication is because when you turn or you accelerate or decelerate, this thing starts to wobble around, has lots of errors. It only really works when you're straight and level like we are now. Otherwise, it does a bunch of crazy things. So we're showing it right in the middle between 3.0 and 3.3, and that's right where we're heading as well, between 3.0 and 3.3. So heading indicator matches the compass, which is what we want. Yeah, this one doesn't have an adjustment knob, so this is definitely hooked up to the GPS data and runs off the electrical system. A lot of smaller airplanes, older airplanes like older Cessna 172s, trainers that you normally fly in, the attitude indicator as well as the heading indicator are usually gyroscopic instruments. So there's a vacuum pump that runs off the engine that pumps air to these instruments and keeps a gyro spinning. And since this would normally run off the gyro, you get what's called gyroscopic precession. Since there's friction there on the spinning gyro, the way the mechanism works, over time it starts to deviate. So every 15-20 minutes or so, it might be off by a few degrees, you would turn a little knob here to make sure that it matches this one. But this one in this particular airplane works a little bit differently. It's kind of automatically done for you. There's no need to constantly adjust it. Alright, so we're flying the 325 radial outbound Linden. So you're going to see down here in our DME, you're going to see this number go up instead of down since we're flying away from it. Once we're about 35, 40 miles or so out, we'll be crossing into the city, Sacramento. Once we have the city in sight, we'll just kind of do a circle around it. We'll probably overfly Mather, McClellan, we'll overfly Sacramento International, as well as the town of Roseville. I guess we'll do kind of a clockwise circle around the area. Greek Surfer Dude asks, have you thought about teaching? You'd be a great instructor. Yeah, man, I've thought about it. Be a long way to go until I got my CFI and build the hours to do so, but I've thought about it, man. My plan right now, I don't have any real solid set-in goals in aviation. Mainly just doing it for fun, but I do want to work my way up through all of my different ratings, just like at my own pace. If I do get to CFI one day, then I'll definitely entertain the idea of doing it for money as well. I haven't thought about CFI too much. I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest, I'm scared to fly with students or somebody not familiar with flying airplanes. But maybe that would change over time. Maybe as an actual CFI with all my ratings and all the hours accumulated, I'll have a little bit more confidence flying with random people. But Sim was doing something weird again. Here's Mather. We've got Mather, we've got McClellan, and we've got SMF. What we're gonna do is, once we get up, maybe a little past Mather here, we're just gonna do like a little loop around the area, and then continue up the highway. Riley says I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going on a plane for the first time in August. 5-hour flight on Aer Lingus A320. First time in 2 years, says Riley. Nice, man. It's been longer than that since I've been in an airliner. In fact, I think the last time I was on an airliner was when I went to Denver back in, I want to say like 2011, 2012. Can't remember what airline I flew. I think it was in an A320. Alright, there's Sacramento Mather. Alright, there's downtown. We're gonna go left this way and we'll go around the entire area. Back over this way, I think Roseville. Roseville is like right up in this area. We'll go circle right over the airport, over here, over Roseville, and then back down this way. Gotcha. What's up, Anthony? Welcome. Anthony Williams, welcome. Flows all the way into San Francisco Bay. Legendary salmon run at one time. Still big ones north of Sacramento. Nice, Anthony. Sweet, man. That's cool to know. I love fishing. I'm sure you're referring to the Sacramento River that we were talking about earlier. Alright guys, let's sightsee. We've got Mather down below. And we're going to hang a left turn here momentarily. Turn down the music just a hair. You guys can take it all in. Let's go swing by downtown. You know what, I'm going to take over here. Autopilot off, just going to hand fly it, have some fun. Let's go left. We're clear out left. We're going to stay at 6,500, stay well above the Class Charlie. Riley says, flights are booked, parents have their vaccine, and I won't need a COVID test because I had it in the last 9 months. Nice, Riley. You're all set to go, man. Just make sure there's no special use airspace that I've got to stay outside of in the area. I think we're good. It's just the SMF class Charlie, which we're above, so we're okay. So we're good here. We're good at 6,500. We can pretty much do whatever we want at this altitude in this area. I'm gonna swing it around so when we go back right, we'll get some nice wing views of the city. I guess that'd be, is that, no, downtown's this way, okay. Yeah, got it confused. I think that's downtown anyways, looks like downtown. Neil Flight Sim says we're a few miles northeast of McClellan, between it and Interstate 80 going to Reno. We'll be looking up. Nice, Neil. Alright, we're clear out right. Probably should have delayed this turn a little bit longer. Let's see, let me level it for a moment. Yeah, let's go further out this way just a little bit. That's Sacramento exec down there below. Okay, there's SMF. Man, I'm blind. I was like, where is the big airport? It's back there. No control online, asked Riley. I think LA Center was online earlier, but they're south of here, already outside of their airspace. I can check though. Yeah, we didn't pick up any flight following or anything today. We just did it all on our own. And all the airports that we've departed and stopped at are uncontrolled airfields. Let's see, live map. Yeah, no, LA Center is offline. I think the one above is Oakland Center. Oakland Center is offline. We're inside Oakland Center's airspace. So we probably pick up flight following with them. Or Sacramento approach, which is, there's nobody online in the area. So we're on our own. We're almost there though. Alright, let's start that right turn in a second. It's a pretty nice view there. Last shot of Sacramento exec, Sierra Alpha Charlie. Alright, let's go. Altitude's good. We're clear out right. go up this way, over Sacramento International, and up over to Roseville. Miles northeast of McClellan, between the 80 and the airport. Let's glance down here, see how we're doing on fuel. Fuel is good. All of our engine instruments are in the green. Here's SMF. We're just going to overfly midfield from west to east. Alright, we're clear out right. Oh wait. Did I bump the autopilot master? What's going on here? There we go. I think this is McClellan here. We're northeast, I guess, between this highway and the airport, somewhere in this area. How are we doing on altitude? We're good. Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it, man. And anytime, brother. Yeah, I've got plenty of time. It's right down the road. It starts at 6. Alright, let's go a little bit north near Roseville. Alright, we've got Fallshorn Lake at our 12. I'm just gonna, let's see, what are we gonna do? Yeah, let's go out a little bit further this way. Anthony Williams, what is your view on sterile cockpit and real-world flying, the common rule nowadays in GA? I don't really have anything. I have no input, Anthony. I really don't know what to tell you. I haven't really flown with passengers yet myself. If I'm flying with people I don't know, I definitely want to follow sterile cockpit rules. I'd brief them on that before we even take off. No talking, no unnecessary talking during takeoff or landing. If it's close family members or friends of mine, they want to chit-chat with me, I don't have an issue with it. Of course, if I have to focus, if the approach is difficult or something, I'm landing somewhere I'm unfamiliar with, then I'll ask my buddies to shut up, but... Alright, I'm trying to... I think we're about over Roseville. Trying to compare to the roads to what I see here in the map. I think Roseville is all of this here. Yeah, just west of the lake on the other side of the highway. Alright, we're going to go back out east. We're clear out right. Well, let's fly out east. Let's tune into the Hangtown VOR 115.5. We'll fly direct to there, 115.5. ID'd, Hotel November Whiskey, and we're just going to go direct to Hangtown, and then we'll look for the road, the Highway 50, and we'll follow that the rest of the way into Lake Tahoe. That's a pretty view. We'll get to overfly the lake. Fallshorn Lake. Anytime, Anthony. Your attention to detail is impressive and instructive. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm a little OCD with it. I think checklists and protocols are there for a reason. Lots of accidents behind each item. More immersive to follow real world. Yes, I agree, Anthony. 100%. Hey, good Greek surfer dude. You're kind of quiet there in the chat for a moment. I'm not sure if we lost you. I'm glad you got to see your area. Sweet. Let's see. We can still see it a little bit here on our way out. Goodbye, Sacktown. Let's check on the weather over there at Lake Tahoe. Like I said, their weather station is down, so they're not reporting anything, but Minden, Tahoe, Mike Echo Victor, still reporting VFR winds are out of the north, 020 at 6, gusting 12. Clear skies and 10 statute miles visibility. Altimeter 3004. Let's tune that in. So we're now direct Hangtown, and we're 20 miles out. And once we're over Hangtown, we should see the road down below us, the 50, and we'll just follow the 50 out west, or correction, east, into Lake Tahoe. Let's do this. Go down here, let's go direct to Kilo Tango Victor Lima, Lake Tahoe, activate. The Garmin's are bugged in the sim, so it's not going to paint us the new line, but if we want, we can switch our CDI over to GPS mode, and that would take us direct. Just hit this button down here, or at least I thought it would work that way. Oh yeah, it's working. We're just going to continue on the VOR and then fly the rest in following the road. And we're just going to keep this down here in our GPS as a reference. We can tell how far we are from the airport. We're 52 miles out. ET is about 22 minutes. Our ground speed, we're doing 144 knots. Hey, no problem, Greek surfer dude. I'm glad you got to see your area. That was the goal. I was afraid you're gonna miss it. We're doing good on fuel here, and all of our engine instruments are in the green. Hey, we did this whole second leg without the moving map on Garmin Pilot. Kind of proud of ourselves for that. VORs make it a lot easier than just piloted spotting waypoints on the ground and looking for them. Alright, let's get back on course. A little right. Alright, 6 miles out of Hangtown. So I think the road we're following is this little one here. It snakes up this way into the mountains. That's the one. This road here. We're just going to continue to follow that. Here, we could cut it. We don't got to go all the way to Hangtown. Let's go this way. We're clear out left. Greek surfer dude says it'd be neat if they could build in real life water levels. Folsom Lake is actually experiencing very low levels right now. Interesting, man. And that would be cool. We're getting there. Getting pretty close. Alright, now we can switch our CDI back over to GPS mode. Since we're... Let's see, we're going to have to paint a new line though. Let's go direct to... Reactivate it. There we go. Desired track is 6-1. Let's put 6-1 here as a reference. There we go. And we're just going to fly that heading. Keeping an eye out on the road there. Now we may have to climb a few thousand feet as we get closer. I'm not too sure how this is going to work out. We'll see. Oh yeah, we're at 65. Why did I think we were at 75? Let's climb. Let's go up to 75. We're at least going to need to go up that high. I think field elevation there at Tahoe is like 6,600 feet. So let's climb another 1,000 feet. I'll bring in the mixture a tiny bit. Let's go up to 75. Okay, Neil says, I normally fly Tahoe at 9,500, 7,500 if really over the road, enjoying from learning from you. Anytime, Neil? Low time PPL in real life? Nice, man. We're right at the same. I've only had my PPL for a couple of months now. Low time PPL. All right, 100 feet, leveling off 75. Right pattern for 3.6, that's interesting. I feel like the mountains are right there on the east side of the airport. I wonder why it's the right pattern for 3.6 instead of left. We're going to be landing 3.6 since the winds are out of the north. I don't think we're going to have time to do our lap around Tahoe. Got to get ready to go soon. Riley asked, did you see the supersonic aircraft that's supposed to come out in 2029? I believe so, Riley. I think United just pre-bought a whole bunch of them, if I'm not mistaken. What's the name of that company? Shit, I can't remember. I think there was two big players in the future supersonic game. One of the companies just quit and dropped out. I can't remember the name of them. But yes, I think I know what you're talking about, Riley. Logan Flight Simming, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Boom, yes, I was going to say boom, but I didn't want to be wrong. It's boom. Oh, we're getting some turbulence off the mountains here. Bumpy, bumpy. think we got time. We've got time. We're gonna go clockwise around the lake real quick, and then we'll join a right downwind for runway 36 on our way back down south. Let's do this. Let's head out over this way. I can see the lake here, so we're gonna clear these mountains, no problem. I hope. Is that the right lake? I could be wrong. You know what? No, we're gonna continue. I don't think that's the right lake. Let me see. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. So we gotta continue following the road this way. Never mind. Take back everything I just said. So what we'll probably do is we'll overfly the field. Let's see, field elevation 6,300. 6,300 plus 1,500. So we'll overfly the field at 7,800 midfield, and then we'll join the right downwind for 3.6. So I'm gonna keep it slightly climbing. We're gonna level off at 78. We're flying to Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Or it's right on the Nevada-California state line. Lake Tahoe, Logan. We started off at Bakersfield, California, and we made a stop at Madera, about halfway up, and we did a little city tour around Sacramento, and now we're about to land at Lake Tahoe. We're about 22 miles out. Once we get on the other side of these mountains here, we're following this road up this way, and once we get here somewhere, we should see the lake at our 10 o'clock or so. Altitude, let's stay at 7,800. Are you looking at the chart, Anthony? What do you think? What are you thinking? Oh, altitude, altitude. Gets tricky once we get up in here. I'm not sure if we can make it through at 78 or not. We've got some clouds up ahead just above the peaks here, so we're flying VFR, we can't go in those either. Looks like we got a nice gap here to turn around if we need to. If we need to gain some altitude or climb before we commit fully. If this was real life, I'd definitely be climbing right now. Tell you what, let's do it. Let's climb up a little bit more. Tell my daughter to get her shoes on, start getting ready. Alright, well, let's level off at 85, see how it looks. Looks like we can get it through here. I'm gonna head straight that way right now for time. Alright, we are 12 miles out. Alright, we're on frequency 122.8. Lake Tahoe traffic, November 501 Romeo Foxtrot, white and blue Piper Seminole, 10 miles southwest of the field, 8,500. Looking to overfly the field at 7,800 from west to east to join a right downwind for runway 36 full stop, Lake Tahoe. A10 Warthog is a machine. Yes, Riley, I love the A10. I saw some A10s this past weekend, actually. Memorial Day weekend, I went out to the beach, and there was an air show at Miami Beach. I wasn't at Miami Beach. I was at Carenado Park, which is a little bit south of where the air show took place. The only reason I didn't go to the air show this time is because I already went 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago at Fort Lauderdale. It's basically the same show. I'm not going to pay twice. So we went to a beach a little south of Miami. And yeah, man, we got to see a lot of cool things. We got to see a B2. We saw a couple A10s. We saw some F-18s, F-16s. Something really cool that I'd never seen before. I don't know. I think it was the F-18s as they crossed over our beach and head up north to Miami Beach. I guess they were doing the high-speed pass. I actually got to see it break through the sound barrier. Both airplanes. I saw the backs of both airplanes, and you see like a cloud thing burst from one, and then another cloud burst around the other. The moment when they break through the sound barrier. That was freaking... I've never seen that before. It's really cool to see in real life. I've seen many planes flying at over Mach 1, but I've never seen them actually break through and actually see that effect that you see in the YouTube videos. So that was something to see. You ready? About to land right now. Alright, we've got all of our lights on. Let's start. Yeah, the car beat's coming on. We'll open up the cowls. Mixture, we'll bring in a little bit and we'll start reducing power. Fuel pumps are coming on. All of our lights are on. Yeah, what's up? Alright, I've got the field in sight. This is the field right here. We're going to start descending down to 7,800. Alright, we're going to keep the mix right where it's at for the rest of this. Propellers coming in full forward. We'll continue reducing. Lake Tahoe traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot, white and blue Piper Seminole, 5 miles southwest, 8,000 descending to 7,800, looking to overfly the field from west to east to join a right downwind for runway 36 full stop, Lake Tahoe. Let's continue reducing. Alright, we're below 140. It's a little bit early. It's a little bit early to bring our gear down. Let's wait just a little bit longer. We'll do it once we're right over the field. There's the lake. Beautiful. I wish we had time to do a lap. What's up? Alright, first neutral flaps coming in. And gear down. Making perfect time right now. Alright, let's join that downwind. Lake Tahoe traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot. Joining a right midfield downwind, runway 36, full stop, Lake Tahoe. Alright, before landing checklist, seatbelts fastened, fuel selectors are on, mixture for best power, fuel pumps are on, landing light is on, gears down in green, prop full forward, and then gumps. So just flaps to go, and then gumps. What's up? Did you tap me? Almost. I'm bringing that second notch. I'll try. Okay. Lake Tahoe traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot, turning right base, runway 36, full stop, Lake Tahoe. Alright, rest of those flaps are coming in, and gumps, gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seat belts, switches, flaps. There's the field. We're going to be looking for about 80 knots here on final, reducing. Look at the mountains. Pretty, right? And then the lake over there. Yeah, you saw the runway? We're turning now. Alright, power's all the way back to idle. We're pretty high and fast. Oh no, it's displaced threshold. Never mind, we're good. This is looking perfect. Nice. Alright, gears down, gears down, gears down. Oh, look at that view. Man, that's pretty. Alright guys, as soon as we taxi off, I'm not even going to taxi in and shut down. I've got to go. Alright, I see 3-6. Starting our round out, eyes the end of the runway, reducing power, and just holding it off. Alright, nice. Keeping the back pressure. Yep, we're driving up. Yep. Hey, Juan Fernandez, what's going on, Juan? Hope you've been doing well, brother. All right, getting on the brakes. We're taking this first one. I gotta go. I forgot to make a radio call on final there. No problem. Lake Tahoe traffic, Seminole 501 Romeo Foxtrot clears runway 36, taxiing to the ramp on the taxiway. Lake Tahoe. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed that flight. Thank you guys for joining me today. As always, you guys are great. You guys make this a lot of fun for me.
Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye from the little one. Wanna wave? We're out of here. Time to go for her drive-by graduation ceremony, and then she's got the real graduation ceremony on Wednesday. So we're out of here.
Yeah, and we have to get there by 6.
Yeah, we gotta go. Alright guys, take care. Peace. See you guys later.